Hello everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays RimWorld. By now you may or may not have seen the channel update that I did about RimWorld, and about other stuff as well, but a lot of it's about RimWorld. Essentially, RimWorld is not canceled, but it's on watch. You know, it's on life support, effectively. And all I mean by that is that for right now, I don't have anything to replace it, and I still love playing the game. I want to see this colony get through to its logical conclusion, but if something compelling comes along soon, or the colony reaches its untimely or timely end, then you will see an episode called Finale, and I will call it the last episode, and that'll be that. But for now, let's enjoy the time that we have here. I want to see... Nobody deserves to get off of this fucking planet, okay? Except Tomo. Tomo is innocent. He's the brains and the brawn of this operation, and I want to see him go into space. By the way, it's not going to be the end of the RimWorld, you know, on my channel forever. Possibly, we will go back and play when a future update comes out. I need time to get better, to be honest with you, and I think we could use a break with it on the channel as well. But there could be anywhere from 5 to 25 episodes left. We have left ourselves in a terrible state here. I don't know how we're going to deal with this raid with a lot of people who are super jerks. So I think one thing we could do is, we should probably take the charge rifle. I was thinking, like, instead of doing this, which obviously did not work last time, what if we actually just pull them deeper into our base? Do we still have a turret? No. Like, I want to get the... What the heck is this? Oh, it's jade. All right. I thought it was, like, insect diarrhea or something. Like, pull them further into our base. Leave this door open. And leave this door open. And try to get them to follow me into the kill box. Now, Nick, I'm going to be honest with you. You should just sit this one out. This is why I named this save Ingenuity. Is for the off chance that this bold strategy actually works out. They're definitely going to kill, like, all of our animals to begin with, but we're going to try to take pot shots at them while they do. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so they're coming down with the Molotovs. Moving, melee attacking Tutsi. Come on, let's go, guys. You following me in? No, they're going after the dogs. Buck 1 has been shot to death. This, honestly, may be a necessary sacrifice for us. There's a fire. That's understandable as well. This is how you know that our opponents are bad people. We're the good guys, because we're not the ones going around to other colonies and freaking, you know, shooting the shit out of, you know, all of their family pets. No. You missed. You missed. We should really have Tomo do the shooting. By the way, pray for rain. I mean, gentle snow might be good enough. That one snuck through. We're still good. No. Just go here. Just go here. Okay, this is where the moment of truth comes. They actually... Tutsi, salute. You took down a raider. Or they got caught in the crossfire. But either way, respect. Follow me in, you fuckers. You won't. I know for a fact that you don't have the sack to follow me in here. Burn down my whole place. See if I give a shit. Great throw. Can't be mad about that one. This is just a really good throw. Can you get undrafted? Oh, I'm the one who cannot fight fires. Disregard. Go already firefighting fire. That's good. What's going on? They're taking a shot at some cows. Okay, Doolittle. They're taking shots at you now. So you take shots at them. It's just science. She is the greatest Molotov thrower of all times. This one's going to be a little bit more of a war of attrition, of course. Clutch miss. Molotov lady's going down. Come on. Again, Tomo should be taking those shots, but... Okay, you know what? Tomo, you're coming down here now. You're going to try to goad them into coming up in the other direction. Okay, Molotov lady's dead. What's going on now? Still like a little bit of an animal apocalypse here. Doolittle is no longer drafted, so she can actually fight this fire. Tomo's going this way. Let's do it, boys. Let's do it. I appreciate, you know, the animals are giving a great sacrifice for us right now. And were it not for them, we'd be in a much worse position. I'm doing nothing right now, by the way, but we can't put out fires, so it's about as good as it gets. Okay, they're coming this way. What's up now? And what I mean to say is, what up now, Swedes? Woo! Okay, Tomo, that's your spot now. You guys, you're all drafted. Come back inside. They're coming after us. They're coming after us in a big way. This is exactly what we needed. Doolittle, you might as well take shots. See if you can run now. Wow, they shot me in the head. But I lived! That's your first mistake, is thinking I need a freaking head to survive. Alright, Alvarado. Why don't you come to your senses? You've been out shooting chickens for so long now. Yo, sometimes you just need a fresh set of eyes, dude. Real save 140. Ingenious. It's like the boldest decision I've ever made. We lost 15,000 animals in the process, but check it out. Nobody died. We lost 0 colonists, which is like hugely valuable. We do need to fight some fires immediately, but we can go back up to speed 3. And we have 2 prisoners. Nick, what are you doing right now? Beating fire out. Good idea. Good idea. I think that is a sound choice. There's no door there anymore, huh? That actually got burned down. So we need that. And how much stone do we have? We have enough stone to certainly build a slate door. There we go. All right. Take your time. You're going to go to sleep. You're going to rescue a dromedary. I appreciate that. Any living animals should be saved if possible. What are you doing, Doolittle? Smelting. No. You don't smelt yet. Capture a prisoner. And I'm not saying this isn't going to mess us up. Like, we're still obviously going to be in a bad position as a result of that raid, but we made it out. Oh, you have some good stats. Even though I don't like super high melee, at least you're kind of like a, master of something here. We're just going to release you, though, because you're too unlikely to actually capture. Doolittle is going to smoke a joint. Before you do that, could you put this person in prison, please? Thank you. And Bud, what a great name. Not difficult to recruit. You get medicine, you get food, life's good. Okay, so we don't actually have the means. We need to reconstruct that wall, obviously. We don't have the means to rescue all these animals yet, so just build a granite wall quickly, and then think about building more animal beds. Like, Tomo, can't you... Yeah, rescue Tootsie. And then Doolittle, is there any space for you to rescue Rocco? There is. Cannot rescue. Okay, no, there's not. So furniture, animal sleeping box out of wood, which we have a ton of, right? We have 8. Like I said, a ton. I don't really want to make it out of silver. What about cloth? Can you just make it out of cloth? So Doolittle, that's going to be your job. I know you've got like other things on the go, but I really want to rescue these animals. These animals gave their lives so our colony could survive. So I would very much like for that to happen. You're rescuing, you're sleeping in the hospital. We'll give it some time. And to some extent, whatever happens, happens. Bud is no longer incapable of walking. He's going to join us soon, I guarantee it. Good job, Tomo. Good job. Can we make it so animals get medicine, by the way? Possibly. You're doing the Lord's work. Tootsie is no longer incapable of walking. Okay, Tomo is tending. I'd actually like him to finish that bed first, if possible. By the way, we got a lot of stuff on the go right now. We got a couple of animals that still need to be rescued. Cold snap is a bummer. Severe illness. Levia does not bother me at all. Is she incapacitated? Just unconscious. She'll die and give us a mood debuff. Life goes on. Tomo is going to tend. Before you tend, could you rescue Rocco, please? The dogs go first because they're a couple. And in my headcanon, they go to space with Tomo, okay? Oh, Rocco has died because of blood loss. Tomo has gotten sick from malaria? Levia has died because of blood loss. Levia is the prisoner. That's not that bad. Life goes on. Alright. Look at this. So selfless. Tending to the prisoner before tending to ourselves. Malaria scares the crap out of me. What is even happening now? Bud is no longer incapable of walking. Sweet, good news, I suppose. I'm just gonna let the colony, like, play itself out for a couple of days here and see what happens. We definitely need some cleaning, so I'm happy that Nick's got that as, like, one of his #1 priorities. That door did need to get built. He's building another door. We should probably build, like, a second setup there as well. Let's just get over this, disaster first before we worry about it too much. Before we worry about anything else too much, I should say. 21 regular medicine. I could really use another colonist, so I'm going to allow you to take regular medicine. Alright, we're going to build another animal sleeping box, which is unnecessary. Now Nick should be on cleaning duty. I would not mind if he also took the opportunity to haul. Did I make this guy chat and recruit? I did, okay. Does anyone work as a warden? Everybody has other jobs that take over for their wardening duties, so we might want to manually assign a warden, unfortunately. We also manually, or maybe not manually, need to issue a cremation order. Dude, the freezer needs to be cleaned, like, stat. How did we get so much blood? Like, look at this area. This is actually hell. Okay, that maybe has to be cleaned. It's rare to find something uglier than dead bodies, but that may well be it. And we don't need steel as much as we need cremation, so go for it, dude. Bodies first. Let the bodies get disposed of in a reasonable fashion that preserves their dignity. Yeah! Let the bodies be disposed of in a reasonable fashion that preserves their dignity. That's going to be stuck in my head forever. I don't know, these sandbags might still be, like, hideously suboptimal. But once we got into the kill box, we had no problems there. By the way, your work is canceled. You can go consume a simple meal and go live your life. Tomo needs treatment. He's got malaria. Nasty Nas in your area. Suffering from malaria. Yeah, I would, you know, I can't blame you for getting high. Let me put it that way. You've blood everywhere. Your freezer's freaking coated in it. Alright, Bud. Will ye join us, Bud? We should make someone a #1 warden, and it's gonna have to be me. By the way, running out of meals, dude. Me and Doolittle have to figure out how we're gonna divide meals between us. Is anybody cooking as a #1? No, only I'm cooking, and it's not as a #1. So let's make cooking #1. We didn't have to worry about it for a while, but now we do. Basically. Alright, so the walls have been rebuilt. No, none of them are held open again. The cooler should probably be taken care of. It's minus 15 degrees outside. I think it's fair to say that... Oh, that's a vent, not a cooler anyway. All of our coolers are turned off? No, not all of our coolers are turned off. Not all of our coolers should be turned off. Either. Only some of our coolers should be turned off. That one's already off. This one can come off. Not that we need it. Like, our power is... For something that bothered us so much in the early game, Powerdary is... Powerdary? It's Dromedary. Oh no, we lost Tootsie as well. Well, RIP. It was fun while it lasted. Can you please cremate the dogs? Like, just get these deceased dogs out of our environment, please. If we have to cook them... Like, let me put it this way. I think that I do have a problem with eating dog if it's being butchered to eat. And maybe that's hypocritical of me, considering I do eat other animals. But that's the position I'm going to take for now, which seems reasonable as a default for me. But if the animal already died and we're in a survival situation, those ethics become more bendable. Let's put it that way. All right, Nick's doing a great job cleaning our freezer. It has to be done. So now we're just going to see... NL's going to wake up at some point, and he's going to cook... Why is he not being a warden? Oh, he ate some raw corn, then he'll probably be a warden. No, he's got to rest. Okay, so he's got to get over his malaria first, and then our colony can start getting back on track. I would plan for this to be a pretty... an episode where very little happens. But it's... I wouldn't say it's by design that very little happens. Okay, Doolittle, you got to have cooking as #1 as well. Even though you suck at it. What's Tomo doing? Tomo's doing nothing. And he's actually, like... He's poised to be a better cook. Tell you what, we'll split it up like that. We probably don't need as large of a food bill right now either, just to ensure we have a balanced setup. Not that it should take forever to cook 20 simple meals to begin with, but... Or 30 for that matter. What are you doing? Eating some raw corn. Okay, people are gonna start to get mood debuffs pretty quickly here. But this is what happens when we're in the hospital, you know? Why are you smelting? Because you don't cook. You could cook. Minor break risk. Don't let this be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Steel for once. You know, we gotta look at what we're doing dynamically here. Steel is not the most important thing for us right now. We do need that components bench. Obviously, I want to get the deep driller done at some point in the future. But first, like, it would be a good idea to clean some blood. So you know what? Temporarily... what is... Your job is number 1, crafting. Crafting's gonna fall to a number 2. Hauling and cleaning is gonna go to a number 1. This way we shouldn't have to do, orders piecemeal. They should happen all at once. Nick right now is our most useful colonist by far. And as much as I'm bummed out by the fact that we're not making progress in this episode, it's very easy to forget, you know, we were close to just having the colony get wiped out. You know, we had to save scum like 3 times to make this happen. So I'm not overly displeased about the fact this is pretty much like the best case scenario. All right, Doolittle's going to bed. I'm awake. I have major malaria, but it could be worse. Just go back to the hospital. Nick should clean. He might like eat, and then he's going to clean. No meals are getting produced, so we're eating a lot of raw vegetables. Hey, man, it's just like going to the farmer's market. You got a problem? If you got an issue, here's a freaking tissue, buddy. All right, yeah, that's it. Clean the industrial area first. Don't go for the hospital. There we go. Cleaning the hospital. Smart moves. We're almost over our malaria. Tomo gave me a little quick pick-me-up there. If you ever need a quick pick-me-up, just put my balls in your mouth. Ooh, suck on my chocolate salty balls. Put them in your mouth. That's, you know, it's from South Park. Oh my god, our freezer is like almost a place that I would consider eating in now. Thank God for those sterile tiles that are actually useless, but the cold snap is over. I mean, I guess that's good news. We still got 8,000 food, which is ridiculous. Nick has done a fantastic job of cleaning, and that's not to say that, you know, he's not capable of much more than that. He's a great cleaner, and cleanliness is next to godliness. He's helping our colony become more godly, as far as I'm concerned. All right, good job. Keeping it clean. You're still, like, not in a great spot, huh? You can still use some treatment. Let's put it that way. All right, Nick's eating a bushel of potatoes. I need to be... Like, here's the way I want it to work out. We get over our malaria. Bud is going to get converted in 2 seconds. He's going to be like, you know what? I like the way this colony runs. He has creepy breathing. So, and he sweats constantly, so people might not be as likely to like him. But we've already got couples all over this place, you know? We don't need another couple. What we need is another colonist. What's Doolittle doing? What's her day like? She's hauling slag. That's probably unnecessary. Am I crazy, or do we have more components up here? We have more steel, but we don't have more components. It's not even very much steel. It's only 13. So again, components are something that is definitely a huge priority for me. I'm kind of waiting on a cargo pod to drop, or like another scyther or something. All right, feed Tomo, and then get over your malaria. Why don't you sleep in the hospital bed? 95% immune to malaria. Just like planet Earth. Then we'll get Bud on our side, probably. I imagine he's probably going to have like a, I don't know, maybe like a 5% chance every time we talk to him, which shouldn't take it too long in order to get him on our side. And then we have to cook as well. That's extremely important. We're hauling silver over to our area here, but we need a trade beacon to be able to make that work 100%. You're doing a good job on the hauling. I want to see what happens when it becomes time for you to clean. Like, when you start cleaning, as far as I'm concerned, you can start smelting again. Having 2 haulers is helpful here. And all the clothes, of course, should be hauled or burned. Okay. Someone's got to be over malaria, right? Like, Tomo's 99 or something? 99. Give it a sec. It takes a little while to get over the malaria to begin with, but he's almost there. It should happen when he's sleeping, too, right? Tomo. Who's that buddy who gets over his malaria that plagues a large of the part of the human race? And I'm at 97. So pretty soon, I mean, we're still going to have effects from it, but pretty soon we're at least going to be, like, not killable. Which is good. I wonder if we can disassemble something to get components. For example, this heater. What's this heater made of? I don't want to just get steel. We need to be able to build the component bench. Once we can build the component bench, that's just wool, so that's no good. Then we can make more components. We need the component bench to get built first, though. So I almost feel like maybe... Tell you what, let's deconstruct this fire foam popper, Nick. And let's see if this gives us enough components. A fire foam popper in here is relatively low priority. It just gave us 56 steel. Look, that's still 56 steel we don't have to smelt, but I was kind of hoping for components. Alright, we've developed immunity to malaria. Hopefully we get out of bed soon. You can make anti-malarials, I believe. Make Malari block. Requires neutral amine. Requires rotten? I don't know, dude. Do until you have 10. Make Malari block until you have 10. But I'm assuming that at some point you're just going to be like, I'm immune to malaria. I'm no longer affected by it. Because if you're... Oh, yeah, no. See, he's fine now. So we probably don't even need to build this. It would be nice to have anti-malarial, but if we don't need it, like, urgently, we have many, many other fish we can fry. See, Tomo is waking up. He's making meals. He's going to suck at this for a while, and then he's going to be amazing. Anel's waking up. He's still got malaria. He's very slow. Yeah, it's going to take a little while for that to get over, but he's going to relax socially. Doolittle is still hauling, but notice our place of business is getting relatively clean here. Obviously, like, this stuff's got to go as well. There's a lot of it. But it's happening, albeit slowly. And if it takes an episode to get back on the horse, that's life as far as I'm concerned. Takes what it takes. Tomo's making meals. 20 simple meals is enough to be like, at least we've started. Got some minor break risks, but that's not that bad. Here we go. Here's the moment of truth. 1.4% chance, huh? Not as good as I would like. Mental break, hide in room. That's from Doolittle. Honestly, that's the colonist that we can most afford to have a mental break. Nick's keeping things clean. Tomo's making meals, which is of extreme importance. After he makes meals, he will research. And 20 meals is not a whole lot to make. So it's something that I assume is going to be done in time. And remember, his cooking skill was 2. So he's already at a 3. But he is in bed now. Alright, so in one day, he's basically fulfilled the order here, which I think is good. This, again, to get the colonist takes as long as it takes. To get the prisoner on our side, it takes as long as it takes. Minor break risk on Doolittle, but at least she is over her concerns. Let's make a quick save and say, real save, 141, sorry. Plateau. Okay, that's one way you could do that. We could just go to the end of the string here. There we go, thank you. Plateau. And save it up. We're getting, like, close-ish to the end of this episode, and I think that, honestly, it's very front-loaded. The most important thing on this episode was the fact that we were able to actually get over that raid in a fairly nice fashion, and all we lost was all of our friends. 20 meals are going to be produced, and then I want to see what happens. We may go to medicine production. Every, like, 6 hours or 8 hours, we're going to do an attempt to recruit, which is important, even with a low percentage chance. It's a little bit of a Hail Mary, but it's getting rebuilt every time. You know, we're already at 2.3% chance. That's roughly 2.5, which is 1 in 40 chance of recruiting. In a week or so, we might have, like, a 10% chance to recruit every time we talk to him, and then it's just a matter of time. All right. You know, not the biggest fan of, like, butchering the animals, but again, it's a survival situation. What's done is done. Now they are just energy for us to accomplish more good stuff with. Oh, boy! Welcome to the crew, bud. So we got to do the requisite stuff here. Is he a night owl? No. Really? Jack of all trades, and I like that a lot. A good cook. Decent shooter. So let's get him set up. We want to restrict his time. So he's going to take Joy at the normal time. He's going to... obviously, patience number 1, doctor's number 1. No. Only if you're a good doctor. Bed rest is number 1. Flicking is number 1. Are you a good warden? You're not bad, but we don't need you for that. Actually, you know what? Because I'm only a 5 as well. I'll take myself off of wardening, and I'll put you on being a warden first. Handling. It's really unnecessary, but we can share the load there. Cooking. Now we can take Tomo off of this, so he can do more research, because he's amazing at it. And we can put Bud on it first. What else is Bud amazing at? Constructing and repairing. It's a new era, boys. Tomo gets demoted on that. Nick is actually, you know, still, I appreciate what you're doing there. Bud becomes the #1 constructor and repairer. He does not need the hunt, honestly. Well, how's Doolittle? Doolittle's better, sure. Growing. Not very good, but we could use a second one. And nobody has a passion for it, so that's a bummer. What else is happening here? Smithing. Doolittle should be crafting a lot. Nick is still on cleaning duty, which means you can be on hauling duty. And, I don't know, research, but... Actually, we've got a lot of haulers and cleaners. I feel like Tomo does not need to haul or clean. He can just research, plant cut, and then, like, cook if there's nothing else to do. You should research if there's nothing else to do, but you're always going to have something to do. Put these at a 2. Even though being at a 2 doesn't matter, it just makes them higher than handling. So you should always have something to do. Yeah, okay, I like this. And this Doolittle already has a name. Bud, you could earn a name in the future here. We also need to go to the assign tab, and you are going to be wearing Young Metro, and you are going to be on the Willie Nelson Doctrine. Save game. Real save. 142. My God. Bud. And I'm not talking about the Willie Nelson Doctrine, but seriously, we also need another grower. I'm going to say that, Bud, you know what? You're on growing duty. If there's nothing to construct or repair or cook, you should be growing. You should be growing, yeah. Let's get a slightly higher simple meal order here because we can. In fact, I'm actually just going to double it. Wow, we've researched... Tomo's gotten research done already. Let's research multi-barrel weapons so that theoretically in the future all of our colonists could be outfitted with machine guns. So I'm going to take that up to 40 meals. I'm also going to say, Bud, you are probably just putting on clothes right now. What are you doing? Resting. Are you actually asleep, though? You're not actually asleep yet, so I'm going to give you a charged rifle. And I also feel like... Oh, I already got rid of my Molotovs. Good. Okay, this is lovely, man. This is actually a huge swing for us. Our heater's on. Seems like all heaters in the base are on. Cargo pods. Dude, 30 or 22 nutrient paste meals? Could be worse. Let's do an audit of our colony. Tomo is now researching. I'm asleep. Doolittle is burning apparel. She should be turning slag into steel now. Yeah. Although the colony is almost clean, and we do have, like, what, 308 steel? What do we need to build this? 12 components. And for this, we need 30. That's scary. Do we have any components? I forget where these are stored. 11. But we have more than 11, because there's also some in here. Dude, Little, could you haul those just so I can see what's happening? Alright, where are we going to find more components? That's the real question. We could issue a big mining order and just hope for the best. Or we could start disassembling stuff and hoping for the best. Like, what if we disassemble a heater? What do we get out of that? Do we get components? I really feel like we should be going to the pawn shop and trading in all of our resources for components at this point. Because I need these components in order to make more components. So, if it comes down to that, then it comes down to that. You're still hauling, which is good. But I would like to see you actually... I'm going to deconstruct this. We don't spend very much time inside of that room. Well, someone else, Bud will deconstruct it when he gets a chance. And even if we get like one component out of it, that's something. A house servant named Otto Neistad calls you from nearby. I would love to have another colonist right now, so I'm going to try to offer safety. And he's coming into the kill box. Okay, this would be a really good way to end this episode. Everybody gets drafted, except Nick. And Neistad has to actually get a... He has to actually get a weapon, but still. Is he injured? No. Let's look at his stats, by the way. No, he's not Bush. Pretty bad stats. But he can always just, you know, grab a gun. We must have charge rifles available for him. Give me a sec. It's all to get set up for the next episode. It's a good cliffhanger as much as I hate to reveal the keys to the kingdom. Survival rifles are pretty good, but charge rifles are better. And he's not a great shooter. Okay, so to give you a survival rifle. Wait, what was the stat on that? 19%. Not good enough. Give you that 80% normal survival rifle. Everybody else gets drafted. And then you draft them. You send them all down here. But then you say, Nick, don't worry about it. You go about your day. Make sure it's a nice spick and span for when we get back. For now, I'm going to make a quick save. This is just prep. Doesn't even need a real save. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support on RimWorld. I understand a lot of people are going to be bummed that at some point in the future, you know, this series is going to be lost in favor of another series. But we've had a good run with it. And again, whenever it ends, that doesn't mean goodbye. It just means, you know, so long for now. Because I really like playing RimWorld. I'm having a great time with it. I'm the kind of weirdo who can be bad at a game and still enjoy it. I don't know. It must be some kind of mental quirk for me. But we'll have fun with it while it lasts. Tomo deserves to get off this fucking colony. He has been a servant to us and to goodness. And can I point out the fact that he has like 100 mood, despite the fact that this is hell. And he's missing a bunch of fingers. Got married, honeymoon phase. Oh, so he's a plus 70 mood buff right now. But he loves his husband, too. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Click the like button if you did enjoy it. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe. New episodes of RimWorld for now come out every day at 2 p.m. PST. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.